The first time someone took advantage of your kindness, you blamed yourself for being too trusting, but that wasn't the mistake. The real mistake was believing it happened by accident. Because if this keeps happening, if people keep taking more than they give, if you keep over-explaining, over-accommodating, over-sacrificing, then this isn't bad luck, it's a pattern. And the uncomfortable truth is this: you're not choosing these people, they're choosing you. You might be sitting across from someone right now, or maybe you just left a conversation, or maybe you're lying in bed replaying an interaction from earlier today, and there's a feeling in your chest you can't quite name. It isn't anger, at least not yet. It's quieter than that. The slow realization that once again you gave more than you received. Once again, you accommodated when you should have refused. Once again, someone took your kindness and treated it like permission to take more. You let them, because saying no felt harder than losing another piece of yourself. By now, you've noticed the pattern. You'd have to be blind not to. The friends who only reach out when they need something, the partners who rely on your support while your needs somehow stay invisible, the coworkers who volunteer you because they know you won't push back, the family members who unload their emotional weight onto you because you've proven again and again that you can carry it. You tell yourself you're just unlucky, that you need to choose better people, but that explanation never fully satisfies you because deep down you know something else is happening. Here's what no one told you. You're not choosing them, they're choosing you. They're responding to signals you don't even realize you're sending, signals that were programmed into you long before you had any say in the matter. This isn't about blame, it's about sight. Because once you see the pattern clearly, you can finally understand why your life keeps filling with people who take more than they give. When you look back at your childhood, nothing dramatic may stand out, no obvious abuse, no clear villain, but trauma doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it arrives quietly, living in the small moments when you learned your needs made people uncomfortable, when your emotions felt inconvenient, when love seemed conditional. Perhaps your parent wasn't cruel, just overwhelmed, so you learned to manage your feelings on your own. Maybe conflict felt dangerous, so you became the peacekeeper, the one who stayed small so others could stay comfortable. Maybe you were praised for being easy, low maintenance, no trouble at all, and without words, you understood that your value depended on how little you asked for. The lesson was simple. Your needs are a burden. Your feelings are too much, so you adapted. You learned to read people instantly, not as a skill, but as survival. You anticipated needs before they were spoken, adjusted yourself to avoid conflict, and gave before anyone had to ask. You became generous to a fault, agreeable and reliable, because being needed felt safer than being vulnerable, and being useful felt closer to love than being seen. This is what happens when you carry those adaptations into adulthood. You become visible to a certain kind of person, not obviously visible, but recognizable on a frequency only they can detect. Manipulative people are experts at identifying those who will tolerate what others won't. They look for the ones who apologize unnecessarily, who explain instead of enforce, who respond to crossed boundaries with understanding instead of resistance. They look for people whose self-worth is tied to being helpful, because those people can be drained endlessly. And when they find you, they don't arrive as villains, they arrive as answers. They're charming at first, attentive, deeply interested, making you feel seen because they're mirroring you perfectly. The intensity feels like connection, the speed feels like destiny, and you think you've finally found someone who understands you, when what you've actually found is someone who understands how to access you. The manipulation doesn't begin with control, It begins with gifts, compliments, attention, then small requests, reasonable sacrifices, tiny boundary violations you excuse because the good still outweighs the bad. By the time the pattern becomes clear, you're already invested, so you do what you've always done. Give more, explain more, take responsibility for emotions that aren't yours, because losing connection still feels more dangerous than losing yourself. And the cruelest part is that it feels familiar. The chaos, the eggshells, the emotional management. Because you've been doing this your whole life, you just didn't know it had a name. And once something has a name, it can finally be seen. This is why some people seem immune to manipulation. It isn't strength or intelligence, it's that they learned a different lesson early on, that their needs were valid, that love didn't require performance, and when a line is crossed, their system registers it as wrong, while yours registers it as familiar. Breaking this pattern doesn't start with boundaries, those come later. It starts with grief, grieving what should have been there. Unconditional regard, emotional safety, permission to exist without earning it. Your adaptations made sense once, they kept you safe, but the adult you are now no longer needs them. You don't have to earn love anymore. You don't have to manage everyone's emotions to stay connected. You don't have to be the easiest person in the room to be worthy of staying. The signal you were sending said, I will tolerate what others won't. I will give more than I receive. I will abandon myself to maintain connection. And you can change that signal, not by becoming cold, not by becoming closed off, but by learning slowly and awkwardly that your needs matter too. The people who leave when you stop overgiving were never connected to you. They were connected to what you provided. And the people who stay, who don't require you to shrink to belong, those are the ones worth keeping. You just have to stop being so easy to exploit long enough for them to find you.